In today's video, we are going to talk about what is pretty likely to be a top 2 pick in this year's draft in Michael Misa, who's just having a phenomenal season. I would say he was somewhat of a disappointment last season, even if he was over a point per game. I thought he was probably going to be more of a, like, let's say 7 to 10, 7 to 11 pick, but his play this year just put that to sleep right away, and he's a candidate to be very, very high in the draft. First thing we gotta talk is his staggering goals total so far this season. He's averaging a goal per game, and we're like 60 games deep into the season as we speak right now, so pretty insane stats. At first, I was pretty cautious with his high goals totals because a lot of them come from very close to the net. He was more of a opportunistic player, and sometimes you would look at his play on the ice and his stats after the end of the game, and both of them wouldn't really fit. However, the more I paid attention to him, the more I realized that maybe I should give him more credit for that fact. Right off the bat, last year it was one of the criticisms I had toward him, it was that he played too much on the perimeter. It is quite the contrast this year as his play is pretty net driven. While it may not be the most dazzling aspect of his game, the instinct and timing that he demonstrates to be at the right place at the right time are pretty top notch. There is also some finesse in this aspect as he can skillfully reposition his blade if his teammate's pass isn't right on tape.
To the ice, big hit there by Bishop. Here's a chance to score! Glavin let it go.
Can't let him stand there like that.
Great deflection.
He's going to put that home 9 times out of 10 if he has that time. And
yeah, there he is. That is the Sioux native Mangoni. Caleb Mangoni centering in front, they score! Two Saginaw Spirit players.
Misa jams at home later. Not quite sure yet. It looked like it was...
There's also a willingness on his part to attack the net while he's coming down the wing with the puck on his stick. To score so many goals, a player just can't rely on his instincts around the net. Misa also has a very good shot that has allowed him to pad his stats over the course of the year. I like the variety in his arsenal as he can use a good wrist shot, a backhand shot, or the occasional one-timer.
Player feeds it across Misa with the one-timer. Landon Miller really no chance, got a piece of it.
However, what makes him such a threat for opposing goaltenders is the puck placement behind his shot. He is probably the best prospect I've seen at detecting gaps in goalie's posture. He only needs one glance to spot the opening that he needs. He also excels at placing the puck in difficult spots for goalies. He often aims just above the pad and below the glove or the blocker.
That he's played in so far this season, and you can see the offensive prowess there, making a play.
On the more technical side of things, Misa has an excellent catch and release. It's where the reception of the pass and the release of the shot are done fluidly in one single motion.
Of the year, 109 points now, continues to...
Epperson with a chance, stopped by Millette. Now, hands it off Chernyshov, another chance, scores! Michael Misa!
Gets it to Chernyshov, and then Chernyshov finds Michael Misa, and as I say, Saginaw just keeps...
I'm here for Parekh, Zane Parekh. He's got Misa with him. Misa scores! And the Saginaw Spirit...
As he gets the clutch tally with 1:36 to go in the extra frame to skate away from the odd with 2 points.
Draw. But it's back to Zane Parekh, slid over. Misa shoots and scores! Misa upstairs, second.
77 is back.
Well, just like the give and go with Christian Epperson on his first goal, this time it's a give and goal with maybe his second favorite offense. And he's going to get it right back here and dance his way into the zone. Zane Parekh throws it through. Misa shoots and a great save by Medvin. Pops on a rebound after the faceoff. Epperson tries to duck out of the way of a crushing check from Connor Walton. Back and behind the Windsor goal. Misa up top for Joni. Slings it across. James Go. Epperson battling in front. Near side. Misa scores!
What a play.
Looking at.
Great pass across.
Forgione drives the lane as well. He'll pick up the other assist on Michael Misa's second goal.
Another thing that makes him such a great scorer is his ability to use his teammates to free himself up. He understands the effect that a puck movement will have on the defensive coverage, and he takes advantage of it by shifting the focus on his teammates to make himself available in a more dangerous area. I've always believed that the intelligence of goal scorers are maybe a bit too much under the radar, and to me, it's a good demonstration of a superior offensive intellect to use your teammate in such a way.
You know, he just ditches the chin strap, goes give and go, empty net.
For Michael Misa, they rotate. Misa drops for Zane Parekh and gets it back. Misa looking for three, takes the shot, fought off Allen to deny Misa. Parekh back from Misa. Misa high slot shot, great save Bowen. Epperson back down for Michael Misa. Slip between his own legs. Chernisov back in front. Misa shoots and scores! 48! Wasn't aware that he was close to the record in last night's contest before we talked about it in 48th of the season gives the Spirit a 1-0 lead. And there's always a jump in his step, but...
And now the question is, does this intelligence extend on the other aspect of his game? And unfortunately, I can't say yes. I wouldn't go as far as to say that I penalize him for a blatant lack of IQ, but when I take everything in consideration in his game, I would say that I grade his IQ more as average-ish to decent. The main reason that forces me to adopt such a position is that his playmaking skills contain several flaws. First, his execution is often not up to par. Many of his passes are imprecise, so too far in front of his teammates or too far behind.
Back the other way come the Spirit, it's Misa. Moving down the left wing, Misa around Cartwright in front and a good stick by Carmine.
Misa, top of the right circle, tries to weave on through. Misa looking for the centering feed, Bishop can't pull the trigger. Misa. Michael Misa, 2 goals, a pass near side now for one high. Misa off the wall, looking for an option in the slot, too far for Joey Willis, but Misa keeps the puck alive again. Back into the slot, Willis, skate the stick, backhand in front, what a save!
He also has a hard time at placing the puck into his teammates' wheelhouse.
Clear the zone. Misa cross ice pass to Sima.
There's also a good number of sequences where it's the decision that precedes the pass that is at fault. We often see passes to a teammate who is already covered. In those sequences, we can see that he's trying to quickly process the information in front of him and react accordingly, but I don't think it's something accessible to him. Let's take a look at the example here. The defender leaves his position and goes down the boards to make sure that the Spirits maintain possession of the puck. He hands it off to Misa, who is behind the net. Misa then tries a one-touch pass to Igor Chernyshov, who was going to cover the defender's position, but the target that Misa was aiming at is not even in good position to receive the pass. The pass would have been behind him, and furthermore, there were 4 opponents that stand between the two of them, so very high-risk pass.
That goes off the skate of the goaltender. Glavin down for Misa, quick pass, couldn't sneak that one through to Chernyshov.
To pass the puck when he has more than one option available to him. These plays always ends with him passing the puck between his 2 teammates.
Jacob Kluche up now for Joey Willis, dish near side. Michael Misa, leading scorer for the Spirit, trying to
expect Joey Willis, hands it off to Michael Misa. Misa to the slot, but nobody was there. That worked.
10 seconds left in the Greyhound penalty. Here's a pass broken up.
I also witnessed a good number of puzzling plays where I struggled to understand what was the intention behind those plays. Passes where he was directing the enemy's pressure towards his target rather than baiting them in the opposite direction, and just a general poor use of open space.
Ethan Hay now for Michael Misa into the offensive end. Misa looking around, he's got Cowan all over him. 1:15 on the power play, Spirit trail 2. And as this one tipped just...
There's also some limitation in his zone entries. He tries to gain the center, but all he does is to create a traffic jam and then he himself skate right into this dead end. He would benefit from using elements of deception in those types of scenario. He needs to sell the opposite direction of what he's trying to exploit. Given the explosive nature of his skating, I would like to see him fake the inside, and as soon as the defensemen start to use inside crossover and turn his sticks towards the center, he needs to explode to the outside and create separation. It would be wiser for him to play within his strength. Speaking of his speed, this is definitely one of his defining traits. He's got long, powerful stride, and he's the most dynamic forward out of this draft and by a pretty long shot.
Next, Kings and Canadians originally. Very true. Misa.
Can't be picked up by anybody in a red sweater. Seema gains the red line and sends it back in for Misa. Remember, Misa and Epperson.
The corner area, Holub clears it ahead, and here's Brown with it now. Brown to bonus.
Willis tosses a backhander over for Michael Misa. Spitfires sneak a change. Misa in with speed, drops Epperson.
What I like the most is how we attack defensemen using his speed. Over the past few years, we've seen many prospects with great skating, but they were more inclined to use it from the outside. So Adam Fantilli, Caden Lindstrom, Nate Danielson, and maybe even Macklin Celebrini. Misa uses his speed to challenge defensemen right into open space.
Borgioni for Misa, trying to catch the Pete on the line change. Here comes Misa, darts into the high slot, and Cameron a shoulder along with Faulkner. Separates him, but Misa from back and behind. As Michael Misa's going to pick this puck up shorthanded. Can he drive through Petrovsky? Michael Misa trying to win the game, poked away by. Keep that puck in. He's going to get hit into the spirit bench by Nick Seema. That's going to open some room for Michael Misa. Tries to dart past Leonard. Misa, nice move to the net, backhander, and an even. And you see right here in the neutral zone, looks at Crawford, and he's like, yeah, I'll add another mile per hour or two. And a phenomenal night. And again, he takes one look at Crawford in the neutral zone.
His dynamism also shines inside the cycling in the offensive zone. Rather than using his skating only to come out of the cycle, he uses his high skating frequency to instantly get back to the charge and attack the dangerous areas. He is pretty unique in this facet. His puck handling is also very good and allows him to exhibit a high level of confidence in his confrontation with defensemen.
LeBlanc right in front of you. He played that as perfect as he could. And credit to Misa for getting the backhander off. McIver, glove save. Just great play all the way around from those three, Misa, LeBlanc, and McIver. We still got a 5.
Saginaw Spirit, Misa makes a move, able to get the puck back. Schenkel just holds his ground on him. This puck takes a funny bounce, and Misa's off to the races. Misa one-on-one with Reed. Misa stopped looking to get it back.
Stick is Zane Perek. Looks to plant him. Misa's alone in front, shoots and scores! And it's Misa, and what you expect? And you know what? That is probably a perfect example of both of those players.
That one was pretty neat. Great pass by Perek across ice. Zipped it over to 7-7. And he just, wow.
Misa also brings some interesting details to his game. He's good at stealing the puck from his opponents, and he also shows the presence of mind to neutralize the defenseman's stick while he's driving the center lane.
Up the ice now, Dizzotti fanned on a clearing attempt. Puck is stolen by Misa in Greyhound territory, but Gillen took him off the puck. Here's Gillen trying to get it ahead. Misa stole it, backhand pass, a chance for the Spear. Now going in, a shot, he scores!
Sends that one forward. Misa through the neutral zone. Passing that one over. Zilkin takes the shot, scores!
Coming in here, you're going to bring it up over center ice. And nice little drop pass there by Misa in front of Hillebrand. But look at Misa here, just go and likely offset with their time.
Clavin. Up for Storch, back to Misa. In with speed, Misa drops it off. Gervais takes a shot, and Caleb Papineau spent a lot of time together last season. Back up ice comes Misa now with Epperson looking to add to the lead. Put back in front, tipped off the post by.
He is, however, guilty of some wrongdoings that you would expect out of a junior player. He can take some unnecessary risks. So here's an example. His team is protecting a 1-goal lead late in the third, and instead of dumping the puck deep into the enemy zone, he tries to dangle his way all the way to the offensive zone. He turns the puck over, and the other team get right back into his zone. He's also always thinking about offense while he's on the penalty kill. It's when I watch him in situations like this that I come to the conclusion that Michael Misa is not a center but rather a winger. It is not uncommon to see him as the last player on his line to backcheck and then be the first one to leave his zone. And above all, his way of playing in his own zone where he's not the one to support his defensemen deep into the zone, his tendency to stay higher in the zone and or stick to the boards, I just think he thinks the game like a winger and plays the game like a winger. And even offensively, his most successful zone entries were made along the board and not going through the center. In my eyes, Michael Misa is possibly the only forward out of this draft who has a real chance at playing on a first line in the NHL. However, given the fact that he's not a player who creates a lot for his teammates, I see him on the wing and ideally he should not be the best player on his line. Given the chair that I see him playing in, the lack of playmaking, the fact that he is not a traditional sniper either, but especially due to his great dynamism on his skates, the comparable I use for him is a kind of a terror without all the reckless side. So that's pretty much it for my Michael Misa report. For the next video, I'm still unsure about who it will be on. I kind of had a list of about 10 players that I wanted to make a video about, but the order is still not defined, so maybe you can ask, request, or comment in the comment section, and I will see what I will do for the next one. But I pretty much hesitate between Anton Frondel and Caleb Desnoyers, but you can take a guess still and put a request in the comment, and I will see. So until then, have a great week.
The Spirit, middle of the pack, 10th out of the 20-team league. Misa, far side, and a quick intuitive. Perek sends it back on through for Misa. Off the wall, Josh Glavin walks in and takes it. And again, the sprint comes back up ice. Misa, down the left wing. Michael Misa back in front. The bouncing puck couldn't be to the zone. Goes it across. Forgioni's on it. Perek is locked up in front of the net with O'Reilly. Meanwhile, Misa breaking back up ice for the Spirit. And a great defense. Rolling puck at the top of the zone. Perek now left circle. Misa takes the shot. Save Medvedev. Placed onto the wing with Epperson and Michael Misa. And Misa's going to shoot one off the face-off. Bonk in the box for a delay of game. Epperson in the slot over Misa. And a great save by Med.
Because Christian Epperson was all over him at the offensive zone blue line. It got stripped. A little bit of a tie-up there by
Epperson's all over him, and Christian Epperson stripped him. Now a short-handed breakaway. It's Misa for his second, and he scores. Michael Misa does it again. This game's tied at 2. Around Perek, but it's taken away. Now Epperson, a touch pass to Michael Misa. Rush here for the Spirit. Misa cuts it to the middle. Being watched there. Great gap control by Harding, who stays with Michael. Now Misa to the backhand, now cuts in front. That one take.
In front of the net, picked up by Epperson. Into the slot, there's a shot. Schenkel got a piece of that off net, and the Spirit will clear it away. Here's Moore. The pass to Misa. Misa goes in with a shot. Schenkel, long shot goes wide, and the Saginaw Spirit with some early pressure. Big hit there as Misa
on 4. Misa shuts down Manzo at the line. Short-handed, Misa shoots, and a great save by Castell. Trying to wind it up with speed. Sema for Misa. Cross ice. Epperson back in front. Couldn't be tapped. Spirit stretch pass. Picked up by Moore. Doesn't have the speed. Walton's got the angle. In front Misa. Looking for the first period. Tony baits Abraham and goes across to the right circle. Now it's Misa. Has some room. Misa shoots off the box. Storch. Short backhanded pass. Rolls up on Thibodeau. Another steal. Misa to the net. Draws back. Here's Misa. Hauled down. Third IBEW local 557 power play for the Spirit. And for Misa, again, it was either a grade A scoring chance or take a penalty there for the Firebirds, and Misa put him in that position. Josh Glavin, now Misa in the circle. Spinning away from Paget. Misa drops it off, top of the zone for Zane Perek. 2 bodies in front for the Spirit. Near side, Misa slips through in the circle, now behind the net. Michael Misa, wraparound chance.
Not even the shots that get blocked, which you've seen a ton of here from Peterborough. He has been a workhorse for this Pete's team so far and doing a great job of being that again here tonight.
Misa dropping
his shove once again. Had trouble with it. Mangoni looking to center. Cross ice. Here they score. Guess who? Misa on the...
Dalen Moses couldn't quite corral that one. It gets to Misa and is just inside that post.
Epperson. Now a turnover. Misa at the line. He's alone. He shoots and scores. Michael Misa. It just seems to stick to him, and that's no different. He goes low to the glove hand. Able to probably poke that puck past most players, but not 7.
Battaglia already with a goal for the Frontenacs. Here he moves in on Schenkel. Shoots it right into the trap. Misa turns, slot, backhand, good stop.
Far pad side of Parsons. Now nice toe drag there by Misa. Shot save it!
On 2, up with Michael Misa, shorthanded. Misa cuts across, takes a shot. That one off the Greyhound bench. Gervais, the first man to it, trying to put it in front alone. Misa, great save again. As Schenkel came way out, drive wide, stops up, lets it back. Misa, 2 already. Puts it over the bar. Intercepted by Misa. Maybe the seas will part for him. Misa with 2. Looking for 3. Just sail back in front there. Could have been a tap in. Great save again. Step to the middle one more time. Gives it off. Here's Misa. Lots of room and a nice glove save.
16 goals this season. Now we're to Misa. Misa shot.
There by Medvedev. Michael Misa put back in front. Quick shot there by Epperson. Near side. Michael Misa thrown back on through. Here's a chance. Epperson, Willis shoots and it gets go into the zone with speed. There for Misa. Backhanded pass. Tipped towards the net.
Misiljevic got it back to the point, but Misa intercepts. Here comes Michael Misa. Short-handed chance, and he'll wheel back for some support. Now he finds Epperson. Epperson with some space. Pareka driving.
Tries to get this one back out. It comes on for Will Bishop and then PJ Forgione. Michael Misa gloves it down. Long pass. Misa's in and a blocker saved by Day. Drops it off for Misa. They'll crisscross. Takes a shot. Pad save. Turn there on Mathurin. He's without a stick. Centering pass. Misa. Rolling puck. Misa. Right wing circle halfway through the power play. Throws it through. Sema swing and a miss in the slot. Now on pass. Fan. Misa down the slot. Waits and shoots and a great save. And near costly mistake for the Spirit. Epperson back the other way. Misa right wing near side. Perek shoots and a great save by Bowen. Rebound in front. Just get near side. Epperson drops off. Misa the shot off a body. That one ricochets. Outlet pass right onto the tape of Misa. He's got a chance against Bryan. He's going to have to angle his way to the near wall. Cross ice pass. Epperson shoots and that one just off the cuff. And inadvertently might have gotten a stick up high on Mali. Michael Misa's back in. Cross ice pass. Zilkin near side to the far wall. Misa again. Dying seconds here. Misa takes a shot and another blocker sitting here for the Spirit. Misa walks in, delays, shoots, and he rang it off the goal post. Odd man break, 2-on-1 with Igor Chernyshov. Misa down, Chernyshov back, Mangoni off the
air. Misa. Backhand zone in front of the net.
Musty came over, Misa back in front looking for... Given back to Michael Misa, stomps the brakes. And then put it back in front. Nice feed, and it'll go. Of a fresh opportunity. Misa up the right side with Storch. Misa delays, drops it off. Here's Liam Storch, a shot. That just...
Mercer. Shot on that time by Weir. Save made by Parsons. Misa tries to bang with a Kluche score!
In the twilight of this power play opportunity, the Rangers had a couple opportunities to clear it, but that puck second 2-goal game of the season. And as you described...
After. Here comes Misa on the counterattack. Spun around. Off of Chase Reed. Misa, cross-ice pass. Storch from the bench. Walks in, shoots. Saved by Shank.
Brown and Forgione get all tied up. Misa drops it. Willis with a chance.
Near side. Michael Misa tries to get on through Bronson Wright. Still with the puck. Misa back for Perek. Mangoni. Same Perek again. Over to Misa. One-timer in the circle and is saved by McCutcheon. Puck here from center. Given back to Michael Misa. One already. Is he content with that? That one off wall. Epperson in for the Spirit. Now Valeris. One more pass. Misa's in front and he just sent it wide.
Cloutier for Misa. Misa moving in. Shoots it. Blockers. Back to the line. Perek across. Here's Misa. Waits. Fires. Lost control of it. Gervais scoops it up. Drops it off for Misa. Misa one-on-one with Mayers. Fired that one.
Odd man break. 2-on-1 with Igor Chernyshov. Misa down. Chernyshov back. Mangoni off the...
Air. Misa. Backhand zone in front of the net.
Musty came over. Misa back in front looking for... Given back to Michael Misa. Stomps the brakes. And then put it back in front. Nice feed and it'll go. Puck here from center. Given back to Michael Misa. One already. Is he content with that? That one off of a fresh opportunity. Misa up the right side with Storch. Misa delays. Drops it off. Here's Liam Storch. A shot. That just...